everyone, I'm Christy from the Northwest Corner. Welcome to my kitchen. Today's adventure, a dessert. We're going to make an apple crumble. Got some apples I got to use up and thought, well, let's make an apple crumble. And I can do that sugar-free for Jamie and I. So, of course, any of the sugar substitutes that I use in these recipes, you can always use real stuff. So we're going to start out with some apples. It calls for about 2.5 pounds. That's about what I got here. I've already peeled them, and we're just going to dice them up into whatever size you guys want. This is what I'm going to do, little bite-sized pieces. We like apple crumble. We don't even need ice cream with it, to be honest with you. And these are Honey Crisp apples. They're just about past their prime. I bought them to do another recipe, and that went by the wayside. So I thought, well, I better use them. Got a nice day today. The sun's out. Windows are open. I've hung the laundry out. That's already done, which is nice. Whoop, about threw that apple on the floor.
That wouldn't have been good.
No. Got a bowl here. I'm just going to toss them in here so we can do the filling first, and then we're going to do the crumble. When I cored these, you know how apples are. The cores sometimes are not in the middle. So I got a little bit of core nastiness right there. In there. We're ready for this warm weather. Although, didn't you say tomorrow it's supposed to be cooler, and then tomorrow night it's supposed to get down to like what, 36?
37, they say.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad I don't have anything in the garden, just in case we would happen to. Hang on a second here. There we go. Just in case we would happen to go down past that and get that maybe a frost. So we don't want that. I found this recipe on Pinterest. I've not made this apple crumble here. I've made other ones, but I didn't want to use any oatmeal or anything in it. So and the title on this one said, "The best apple crumble you'll ever have."
The best.
It's what it says.
You'll ever have.
You'll ever have.
All right. Well, we'll see if it's the best I ever had.
Could you imagine all the apple crumble recipes out there that you try them all just to figure out which one's the best?
Yeah, I really doubt that's the best out there, but we'll go with it.
I mean, if that's what they say, maybe it is to them. I think my food's,
Yeah.
I think my food's the best.
Yeah, I mean, heck yeah. If somebody made something and said, that's terrible, then I'd worry about them.
Like if they said,
wait a minute, my mom does that. She complains about the stuff she makes sometimes.
Well, yeah, but she's earned that right to complain. She's almost 80, so.
Well, yeah.
Plus, she's like, I just don't like to cook anymore, and she doesn't. She eats a lot of graham crackers and donuts for dinner. And I'm not lying.
That's funny.
She's got this little dog. Okay, this little dog I call it the rotten little dog. Her name's Sophia. And she feeds her graham crackers too. She's a spoiled, rotten little dog is what she is.
You think?
Oh my goodness. We have a little short of her on our YouTube page, chasing a toy. She's a rotten little dog. That's what I always call her. What are you doing, rotten little dog?
After she goes 100 mile an hour.
Yeah, she gets the zoomies. You'd think that she's never seen people before. And she treats her just like a baby.
Oh, I know.
There for a while, she was making her breakfast in the morning.
Oh, my goodness.
Eggs, bacon.
Did you go with the orange juice too, Mom?
No. Sophie didn't have no orange juice. But she's like, but she didn't eat. She'll eat when she's ready. I said, I don't have to get up and make Huck breakfast. He just gets dog food.
That's it. And sometimes he don't even eat it anymore.
Yeah, sometimes he doesn't eat his morning breakfast, so. And that's okay. He's not going to starve.
No, he won't let himself starve.
No. Of course, Huck, he helps himself to the cat food, so.
Oh, yeah, it was gone again this morning.
Well, that's probably why he didn't eat his breakfast. He ate the cat's food.
He sure did.
And our cats are nibblers. I mean, Kyle will go outside and he'll come back in. And what's the first thing he goes for?
The food.
His food dish. Every time. So he'll go outside for an hour or whatever, and then he's knocking at the door. Yes, our cat knocks at the door, wanting back in, and he comes in and gets some food, and then he stands at the door, and I've got a pair of bells on the door, and he'll hit it when he's ready to go back out. He is my baby, though. That is my cat, 100%.
Having animals is just like having kids sometimes, except the animals don't mouth off.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Huck can get mouthy.
Oh, yeah.
When you make him mad, when you're teasing him. You don't tease him, though, do you?
No, not me. Another advantage is you can leave these kids at home by themselves.
Yeah, these kids can be home by themselves. I don't need a sitter unless it's for an extended period, like overnight or something. I could still leave the cats, but not Huck.
Cats be completely
Could you
fine.
imagine the mess? Oh, my.
No, I couldn't.
Of course, I don't know that he would, because he doesn't do that. He's never done it. So.
Well, he's a good dog.
He is. He's never done that stuff, so he's never. Well, when he was a puppy, he had with that magazine. When we left, we got a magazine in the mailbox, and I left it on this chair, and he shredded it. And we weren't even gone that long. I mean, it was like snow all over the living room floor. So
the good thing we didn't have carpet. It was just linoleum.
Yeah.
Or not linoleum. What was that stuff?
It was
looked like fake wood.
Yeah, it was the, what do you call that? I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either. It looked like wood.
Yeah. All right. So in the apples, you want to do 2.5 pounds of apples, a half a cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons starch, half a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So didn't put the cinnamon in there. That's what I forgot to do, the cinnamon and the salt. So this is already my sugar and my cornstarch right here. And I did half and half sugar on the sugar. It says white sugar, but it says in parentheses that you can use brown sugar. So I used 1/8 of a cup of white sugar and 1/8 of a cup of brown sugar for my apples. I'm just going to sprinkle some salt in there, sprinkle what I think. And then it says 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm just kind of going to mix that up right there, because this part here goes on the apples. now.
Our washing machine is singing a song back there.
Yeah. I had to do a self-clean cycle. So 1 tablespoon of lemon juice.
1 tablespoon.
Yep. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And we're going to dump this right in there. And then it says, coat your apples. I have my oven preheated at 375. Okay, apples are coated. Now, this says a 9 by 9. Well, I don't have a 9 by 9 pan. I have a big family. I've never used one, never owned one. So we're going to use just a regular 9 by 13 baker. And I'm going to dump them right in there.
Looks good just like that.
Don't forget all the goodness in the bottom of the dish. Oh, it smells good. Holy smokes, does it smell good.
Yeah, I can smell it over here.
Okay, that's the filling. So now the topping, we're going to use the same bowl. That's not going to hurt nothing. And instead of me struggling to read it, I'm going to put my glasses on. So now for the topping, it says in a bowl, you need to combine all-purpose flour. It is 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Everything is in these bowls. There's the brown sugar. Here's the flour, the cinnamon, salt. I did add a little nutmeg to mine and a little bit of ginger. You can make it to your taste. And then 8 tablespoons of butter. Now this is going to make our crumble. So I'm going to mix all of our sugars, and I'm getting it all over my counter. Lord. Oh, well. What's that saying I always say? If you're not making a mess,
you're not cooking.
You're not having fun.
Oh.
And I have fun.
Right.
Yeah, remember, that's what me and sis say. So
I'm gonna come over and move this pan just a little bit so you can see.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Grandma Pam. I'm gonna get in trouble for it. Okay, now it says mixy mixy. Looks like I might need just a little more flour. Let me see what it says here. Prepare filling, blah, blah, blah. Sprinkle crumble mixture. Well, I don't know that I can sprinkle too much of that. Well, I guess it's cornstarch is soaking it up some, so I guess we'll be okay. Okay, so we're just gonna pick it up with our fingers and I guess crumble it like it says. So it's not too wet, so it'll crumble pretty good. And this way I can kind of make sure it goes everywhere, right?
Yes. Don't drop none of that on the floor.
Oh no. Well, I'd rather drop this than that spaghetti sauce I did the other night.
Oh yeah.
Because that was like, oh. But it happens. Even the best cooks have accidents.
Sure do.
My grandma used to say, it's okay to make an accident. That's why there's erasers on pencils or whatever.
That's a good one.
Yeah, something like that. That's why there's erasers on pencils. She said, just learn from your accidents and your mistakes.
It's okay to make one. Hopefully, you don't have to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, I mean, but then is it really considered an accident or a mistake? Then it's you're just doing it on purpose if you do it twice, right?
That's true.
I mean, that's what she always would say too. If you do it again, it's not an accident. You're doing it on purpose.
That makes a lot of sense.
Granny was a very wise woman. She was. She was very wise. And and so I kind of started this channel to bring back the cooking. I know a lot of people cook, but a lot of the forgotten recipes, the old stuff, there's all this new stuff and so many things are so much easier. But, the true art, like making a homemade gravy from scratch, not many people know how to do that. Not many people do, because they'll go to the store and you can get it out of a jar or a package,
Well,
and a can. A lot of people don't know how to can.
here's my 2 cents, if you don't mind.
Okay.
It's not the presentation of the plate; it's the taste.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about presentation. I'm talking about the art of cooking.
Right.
Exactly. going that extra mile and doing things from scratch. And there's it's an art form that's kind of just lost, I mean,
it is.
It's so many, like I said, so many things are convenience nowadays. And I'm not saying that we don't do convenience sometimes, because we have, but I'm trying to change that. And I got to thinking, seriously, if I don't pass this on to my kids and maybe teach somebody that's watching some of these things, they're going to be forgotten. I mean, making, biscuits and gravy from scratch. Not a lot of people know how to do that. So that's kind of what I want to do. I want to just get it out there and teach people. So
yeah, we're not going to have a video on a fish sandwich or something like that.
Yeah, we're not going to do a frozen fish sandwich. We're going to do the, from start to finish, what they did in the 60s and, even the 70s. So, all right, so I've got it all done. That's what it looks like before I'm going to stick it in the oven. And it needs to go in the oven. I think it's 35 minutes. Let's check out our recipe one more time. I'm pretty sure it's 35 minutes. 375, 35 to 45 minutes. So I'm going to set it in the oven, 375. I'm going to go for 35 minutes. We'll check it, and then we'll bring you back when it's done. All right, timers went off, and it was in there for 35 minutes. And look at that. I don't know if you can see it. See it?
Just hold it right there. Okay.
Looks really good. It smells super delicious. So, do you want to try it now, or you want to give it a little bit?
We can try it now. By the time you get it out, well, that's gonna be pretty hot.
It might not be. I mean, because it's apples, so I mean, we can try just a little bit. Yeah.
We will definitely try it out.
We'll just take one little corner here. Apples are nice and done. Spread it around so it'll cool maybe. Remember, this is, she said the best. That
The
recipe
best.
said the best apple
Okay.
cobbler. So, I don't know.
I'll
Smells
come-
really good. It made the house smell yummy.
Oh, I know. I walked outside, then walked back in, and it's like, oh my gosh.
And he
Whew.
said, who needs a Scentsy warmer?
Yeah. Who needs one of those wax warmers or a candle?
Okay, come on,
I'm
official
coming.
taste tester. Let's try this out. Smells yummy.
Okay. Apple and
Yep. Some. Whoop,
oop. See what you did.
I
You're
did.
always dropping stuff.
I can't help it.
You gonna blow it off your fork?
No, I'm trying not to.
Ooh. Mm. Need a little bit of ice cream, and this is pretty darn good.
I think this crumble could have used a little more seasoning.
Think so?
Yeah. The apples are perfect, especially with the addition of the ginger and the nutmeg. But I think the crumble, it just needs a little.
Let me try that. Just that.
I think we need, because it's just got the cinnamon in it. I don't think it's enough. I can taste the butter.
I'm picking up the cinnamon.
I'm not at all.
I got it.
Really?
Oh yeah. Just everybody's taste is different, though. You may not be picking up on it.
I got the butter for sure. It's good though.
Yeah.
But I think I would zhuzh it up just a little bit more with cinnamon.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I mean, certainly ain't gonna hurt it none.
right. And then you can do is improve a recipe, right? So
That's
give
it.
it something to try. It's really good. I'll leave the recipe down in the description for y'all.
We're gonna get it right someday, I promise. The cameraman and her, we're gonna get it in tune.
We are in tune.
We are, but
We're not perfect.
We have blips,
We're not perfect.
No, we're not. We're far from it.
Very far from it. So, anyway, back to what I was saying.
Sorry, I had to throw my 2 cents in there now. See if you can go back to what you were saying.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Something about.
Oh, I'll leave the recipe in the
It's
description.
Description, yeah.
Yeah. So if y'all could like, comment, subscribe, and share our video, that would be great. I'm going to finish this little bit of apple crisp here, and we will see you all in the next video. You have a great day. Bye.